Welcome to this week's episode of Build Time with Bob and Edith, and we are talking all about windows and doors. And believe it or not, it's one of the decisions you've got to make at the very beginning.
And it's really one of the most important decisions.
No doubt, so let's get busy. So today on Build Time with Bob and Edith, it's all about windows and doors. And with us today is the man, the myth, the legend, Lee Williams with Elite Entries and Doors here in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah.
And we like to call him the window whisperer because he knows everything about
He
windows.
knows it all, and he can make it work and make it happen. So Lee, tell us, how long have you been in this business, and how long you've been doing this, and how long have you been here?
Well, a little over 30 years in the industry, from the East Coast, Virginia, Louisiana, then here in Northwest Arkansas for about a year and a half, 2 years.
A lot of changes?
A lot of changes. Things change. You have to stay on top of that. The production, what we can do, what we can't do, the sizes, the capabilities of units, and everybody wants more glass, and it's a great business to be in.
It is. So we just felt so excited that you kind of led us through room by room, and you really took the time to sit with us and ask questions about what we needed, what our final goals were, and we felt like we met that with you. And that was, to me, as a designer, you didn't talk down to us, you didn't, dumb it up for us. You were just straight on and you shot it straight on, and we really appreciated that because that's what made us select you and go with Sierra Pacific for windows.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to take every project per the homeowner, and once we get a feel for what they expect, we go from there. We don't tell you what you expect. That's not my decision.
Right.
I want to put a quality product in the right place. You're cutting holes in your house. There's a hole in your house. Let's fill it with something that's worthy.
Yeah.
And energy efficiency is a very standard in our building industry now. The way they're installed is a huge part of it. I can put the nicest window in the world, and it's not properly waterproofed, and it's not foamed on the inside, or it's not shimmed installed properly, then you have a piece of glass, and it's not going to function properly.
And windows are a major decision for any homeowner, and so it's one of those decisions you need to make really before you ever start building your house. So when does somebody need to decide what they're going to do and how they're going to do it?
Well, I believe that everybody should have an expectation of what product they want to use and how much glass they want before they sit down with the architects, and then we like to get on the front end and work with the architects to fit the holes and what the possibilities are, instead of trying to reach some expectation or an inspiration picture that looks really good on paper, but it's hard for us to achieve in the field.
And you and I both know that hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we don't get involved after the house is sometimes even started framing. They'll contact us and say, hey, we're breaking ground and we're framing. So, I think that's important for us to let people know that it really needs to be front end.
It is. I like to work with the designers, the architects, the draftsmen, draftspeople, whoever in the beginning, and the homeowner pick their product, and then we can better design the openings and the holes and functionality of the products. And expectations, I think we just try to meet the expectations, and really know what you're going to get. I like to talk about it probably too much. I might have bored you guys and bored some people with it, but I want you to know
knowledge is power.
Exactly what you're going to get. So there's no surprises. And we work with the framers or the current contractors or builders, homeowners to, like in your case, we recessed a slab where the slider's going to go. We thought about thresholds, you guys did, and Caleb and I talked about it. We got all the dimensions. We take things to another level, try to make framers' notes. We'll take the floor plan and we'll take every line item, every room, and we will type in red every rough opening so that there's no questions, because a lot of these specialized units do require, it's not your standard 36 by 60 opening, and they require half-inch and quarter-inch measurements and increments. And that saves us a lot of trouble too. Saves cost from somebody, waiting for the framers to come back or us to have to change a rough opening. We walk the house. I'll walk the house again before we come out to install to make sure anything needs to be addressed. And then we'll get started putting them in the holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at what some of our windows here before they go in, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
take a
do
look.
it.
So we chose Sierra Pacific for this project. We talked about multiple windows before that, before we made that choice. Why did you recommend Sierra Pacific?
Well, I like Sierra Pacific. One of the main reasons I like them is because of their reliability, their product offering, and we get full orders. We get full orders when we order them. They don't come piecemeal. We have very few back orders. As the volume of products that we go through, you will have issues here and there. I like the way Sierra Pacific handles their issues. They are very easy to work with on service-related matters, and they give us a ton of support. We get a truck every week, sometimes 2 a week, depending on which plant they come from. Sierra Pacific actually is the
Made in the United
largest.
States. That's a plus.
They are in California, Red Bluff, California. They're the largest landowner in the United States of America, actually. They're a lumber company that does windows, to tell you the truth.
That's
They
awesome.
build, if you'll see them, you'll see decking, you'll see plywood, you'll see trim, 2x4s. They actually make a lot of components for other window
Oh,
companies.
nice. Nice. And warranties.
The warranties are great. So you have different levels of product, obviously, but the glass warranty, I've never had to deal with a glass warranty. Everything that we do, you have an issue with glass failure, we send it in on a service report and they send it to us. Everybody has their limited lifetime warranties that I kind of get a kick out of reading. The 2605 powder coated finish is a 25-year color fade, but it's in the color fade of when you get into these dark colors, we're always worried about fading.
Yes.
I still say that. I've been saying that for the last 10 years, and so far I've been proven wrong that these black colors are here to stay, and they're holding up fairly well.
We did the dark bronze.
You did.
And we tried to do the dark bronze because I know that the black is sort of trending right now, but we are going to build our house a little more classic in styling. People will probably be shocked to know that I'm probably a little more transitional than modern, and so I went with the bronze, and I love the dark bronze color. I think it's been around forever. It's been one of the oldest colors.
It has.
in the
The
line.
old aluminum windows used to
Yes.
come in a dark bronze
Yes,
color,
it
and
did.
it kind of faded out a little bit,
Yes.
but it's back. And I like the bronze. I think, to me personally, the bronze gives a little richer look
Yeah, me too.
than the traditional old black windows. And from my standpoint, I believe that that little bit off color with a little bit of texture is not going to fade like the black's going to fade over time.
This is my
This
office.
is your office door. This is your double swing door.
Love it.
Without looking at the full paperwork, that's probably a side light that goes
Yes.
beside it to the right
Yes.
and the left.
Yes.
In the back are
big
the very front and the right elevation.
How big this window
Windows,
is. And this is
yep.
this is not the height of it. This is just the width.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
the width. So that's
And
going
it's
to
past-
stand
yeah.
up.
It's going to stand up 120 inches. It's going to be huge.
And if we did everything right, then all those grills will align the way we want to.
Yes. And then I'm excited about this one. This one's sort of misleading because we have a little circle at the very top, and I say little circle, but dang,
That's going to
it's
look
41 inches. Look
huge.
how big.
Yeah,
And it's going to look normal when it gets up there, but boy, it's a great window.
pretty neat detail on the
yeah, love
SDL bars.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. I
we,
can't wait.
We window guys get a kick out of.
So tell us about the thermal properties and things of these windows specifically.
So these are low E 366. They are they're Energy Star rated for our area and zone, which is pretty much a standard thing. It's going to be we have tempered locations, obviously, and safety glazing where needed. And the frames of these windows, you get a thick, solid frame on a aluminum clad window versus a vinyl window, which is a hollowed out metal. So you have this big hollow core. If you look straight through that window, you can see all the way through. Here, you're looking down, you're looking at a frame. We have corner cuts these windows to show people that. So it's solid. So when you close this window in with this aluminum frame that's not going to ever let anything move anywhere, then, and of course this gets taped in the field, but the aluminum frames give us plenty of mounting surface, especially for our big doors, and we don't have to go through the jams with things. We can shim and trim nail with that, properly shimmed and foamed in place.
Most of these are custom. I mean, so we have to do custom on almost all of these windows, and there's a lot of glass in this house.
They are, and the term custom and standard, there are standard sizing in any window manufacturer, and everybody gets excited when they say custom, but truthfully, it's united inches in the size of the glass.
Yeah, right.
And so we design these in the computer system and the programs to fit just whatever what your feel is or what the plans are saying. And we want to make we can make those sizes. We're restricted sometimes in widths and height ratios just because of glass and shipping components, obviously.
Yeah.
But yes, we build these to fit for everyone. It's not a standard 3050, 3060 window.
This is a panel of our door. This is a panel of our slider.
Mm-hmm. And there's your, I think those are your units in the gallery, the big tall ones. Those and that. See to your left and then the ones above.
Where are these going?
In the gallery, I believe.
Oh, down the hallway.
Everyone on the label, every label should have the location
So tall.
of the windows.
How tall those are.
Yep.
Look how tall that window is. Let's stretch them up. I'm not that tall. I'm 5'6", maybe. But look at that. That is something. We're excited.
It's going to be a very nice project. The set's going to be the layout and design of the house. I will have to give kudos where they deserve. So had a pretty good designer on this one too.
Hey.
So hopefully you learned some things today about windows and doors that you may not have known. We didn't know when we started, and we built multiple houses over the years. So this is something that is kind of, I guess not new, but it's something we're still learning and developing as we go along.
Yeah, we've learned a lot, and we're excited that our install is going to be happening in a few weeks, and we can't wait to take you and show you those.
That's going to be a great, great day as we unveil all these windows and stick them up, and you can get a look at them just like we do. So that's it for this week's episode, and as we always like to do as we close out our episode, we want to invite you to come to church this Sunday. So if you're in Northwest Arkansas, we'd love to have you at First Baptist Rogers Pleasant Grove location. If you are somewhere else in the country, we can help you find a Bible-believing, Bible-teaching church near you.
And for those who've been following along, you know that we always raise money and funds for our local food pantry and community meal. We love to keep the money here in Arkansas.
Right, we'd like to keep that money local, and so if you'd like to make a donation, we would love for you to help participate and help out our community meal and our local food pantry here. So just go to the link below, click on it, follow the instructions, and it's just that easy. So that's it for this week's episode, All Things Windows and Doors. We hope we answered your questions. If we didn't, make sure you leave some comments. We'll try to answer the questions in the comments if you've got them.
And if we can't answer them, we sure know Lee can.
We'll ask Lee, and Lee will put that in there, and we'll
He's got
follow
the
up
answers.
on the install episode. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to that. And until then,
Be cool. Stay
she
cool.
got nothing.
I got nothing.
Stay cool.
Stay cool. I don't know. I got nothing.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ta-ta. And for any of you that, and for any of you that, and for any of those, for any of you,
No. If we missed some of the things that we hope that everything you wanted to know is in. I don't know what I'm saying.
yeah.
And then you scoot. Nope, go this way.
Okay.
Welcome to this episode of Bob and Edith Building Boulder. Nope.
Welcome to this episode of Bob and Edith.
You did it too. Let's get busy. One more time. Let's do one more.
I have nothing. I still got nothing. And you do that every time.
Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Peace out.
Ta-ta.